Welcome to the Our Hometown News podcast, where we discuss news, events, and tech tips for publishers in the local media industry. You can contact us at our website, www.our-hometown.com, to learn more. Now, for this week's news.
Getting people to pick up your paper with Kevin Slimp, webinar recap. Last Thursday, I had a great time talking with Kevin Slimp, the new guru, about strategies for increasing print circulation. See the full recording here. Overall, Kevin focused on the importance of getting to know your readers. The big idea of the session was his recommendation that newspapers hold annual focus groups with the public to ask questions about the paper. Page by page, column by column, these focus group surveys need to get into the details on every aspect of your paper, from content to design. Your readers will tell you what they like and don't like, then you need to take action on the survey results. Focus group results. One section of Kevin's presentation brought up some interesting trends among millennials and older readers. Focus groups with older readers indicate that they want more local news. Gardening columns, better if it is a local person. Calendar of events on front page. Recipes. Crossword puzzle. Easy to read, fonts that are clean. Health issues covered well. Travel stories. Focus groups with older readers indicate that they want more local news. Features about local people. Local entertainment and music. Hard-hitting LOL news. Self-help/self-improvement. Local sports. Good design, clean and easy to read. DIY articles. Local opinion columns, they do not want non-local opinion columns. As mentioned earlier, Kevin's big idea, the one thing that you should take away from the session, is that publishers should be creating focus groups once per year to get feedback on their print edition. Get 10 to 24 people total, divide into 2 or more groups of 3 to 4 members each. The whole process should take a few hours, so you'll want to provide a meal, hosted at a local restaurant. Most important of all, is that you apply changes to your print product based on the feedback received. We are working on ways to apply the same process to improving the digital edition. Stay tuned for more info on that in the new year. Design trends. Kevin also went through some of the trends in modern print design. Based on research from nationwide focus groups, in 2020, geometric fonts are in. Kevin recommends Acumen Active. He also had a slide on outdated typefaces, fonts to avoid. Color trends. The colors that are the most popular in 2020 are classic blue and living coral, #FE6456. See below for an image of color trends from summer/fall of 2020. Successful ideas that are working right now. Historical stories related to local history, stories continue between editions. Faces of Your Town series, profiling members of the community. Made in Your Town series, highlighting businesses in the community. Birthday news. Monthly free senior standalone publication, used to promote subscription to the weekly newspaper. Many thanks to Kevin Slimp for joining us for the conference. We look forward to scheduling another session with him in the future, exclusively available to our hometown customers. Thanksgiving scheduling reminder. Attention, our hometown customers. Thanksgiving is a week from Thursday, and although everyone could use a break after the long and difficult year we've had, we know that the news cycle doesn't stop for holidays. However, we need your help to make sure that we have the resources available to handle any holiday-related requests, such as early publishes, late publishes, or extra special sections that need to be posted online next week. If you are currently utilizing our PDF to HTML extraction service, please let us know if there will be any changes to your regular publishing schedule next week due to the Thanksgiving holiday by emailing our support team at ops@ourhometown.com. Once again, we would appreciate notification if any of the following are true. You will publish your edition early. You will publish your edition late. You will not be publishing an edition at all. You will be publishing an additional special section with your paper. If we do not receive advance notice of any schedule changes, it may result in delay of up to 24 hours in getting your edition published online. We hope you have a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy your time with family and loved ones. Note, the above scheduling information is only necessary if you are a full-service customer, or in other words, if you rely on our PDF to HTML extraction service to update your website. Virtual Conference Replay, Increasing Digital Subscriptions. Our hometown's latest virtual conference on increasing digital subscriptions took place this past Friday. President and CEO Matt Larson hosted once again, giving an informative presentation where he introduced attendees to a number of strategies used on our platform to help drive digital subscriptions. These techniques include ways to advertise your website in the print edition and how to keep readers on site once they've arrived. Matt also discussed the benefits of using auto-renewing subscriptions, which can be extremely useful in retaining subscribers. If you missed this virtual conference, we have a full-length replay available below. Be sure to check out our virtual conferences page for information on our next live event. The Future of Local News Media, Hear from Experts, Podcast Review. This week I discovered the Editor and Publisher podcast, hosted by Mike Blinder, the new publisher of Editor and Publisher magazine. I love listening to podcasts, but this is the first one that I have discovered, besides the Our Hometown News podcast, that focuses specifically on the local newspaper industry. The podcast has many excellent episodes available, but one that has stood out to me as especially on point in much of their discussion on reader revenue and innovating in digital. Watch the full video below. Future of Local News Media, Hear from Experts #News Publishing #Editor and Publisher. The podcast featured the following guests: James Fallows of The Atlantic, Nancy Lane of Local Media Association, Cheryl Thompson Morton of Lenfest Institute, Ken Doctor of Neiman Journalism Lab. Notable quotations. Ken Doctor on whether there is a future in digital subscriptions for local news. There's plenty of money. This is still the wealthiest country in the world. There are plenty of people who can pay. Yes, there are more people in pain because of the recession, but tens of millions of people have the money to pay for a subscription. So we really have to confront the question, whether it's the lacking money or it's the value proposition that we are giving people at a local level. Video clip. Nancy Lane on the top 4 recommended focuses for local newspapers: reader revenue, journalism funded by philanthropy, branded content, and events. Video clip. Cheryl's answer to Mike's question on whether people will pay for local news. If you look at how other industries with subscriptions are doing this work, you see millennials are paying for Netflix, they are paying for Spotify, right? They already have a structure in which you pay for access to things that you value. So some version of reader revenue has to be part of the equation, whether it is subscription or memberships. This Week in Journalism, November 20, 2020. BuzzFeed acquires HuffPost, announces strategic partnership with Verizon Media. The consolidation is the latest example of digital media brands looking to achieve scale and stability as they face intense competition from tech giants like Facebook and Google in the ad market. How the Daily Memphian grew newsletter subscribers to more than 40,000 in fewer than 2 years. Here's an idea to steal and adapt. Focusing on newsletter subscriber acquisition will increase your digital subscriptions and donations to help fund your newsroom and editorial projects. News publishers are producing more how-to guides to help you survive 2020. Service journalism, from self-help guides to product reviews, is not a new trend among media companies, and it has long provided reliable readership for them. But during a pandemic that has created restlessness, anxiety, and insecurity, news outlets like The Post and Bloomberg have seized on this particular source of reader engagement and advertiser interest. South China Morning Post's 10 questions for publishers launching digital subscriptions. Why are you launching a subscription service? What type of subscription service should you choose? What should be in front of your meter? How are you pricing your products? Read the full article for 6 more great questions every publisher should ask about their paywall. Daily news podcasts are punching well above their weight with audiences. Daily news podcasts make up less than 1% of all podcasts produced but account for more than 10% of the overall downloads in the United States. YouTube targets music fans with new audio ad format. Regardless of when and how people are tuning in, we have ways to help advertisers connect, even when they're consuming music in the background. Now you can complement the moments when your consumers are watching by engaging them in moments when they're listening with newly announced audio ads, said YouTube's head of music Lior Cohen. I think Lior makes a good point here about media in general. People are tuning into media of all types and in different combinations depending on their personal preference. As a local newspaper, we need to be providing content in those different formats and across multiple platforms to get our audience's attention no matter how people are tuning in. Audio articles plays a big part of that strategy. In this blog post, we discuss how you can use this automated tool to create a full-length audio edition podcast for your newspaper with minimal effort.
And that's it for our weekly news. You can get more information on our website, www.our-hometown.com. Hope to see you next time.